chains, rust stains, feet bound. Each breath a war, each step a test. Crashing hearts won't let us rest. Our backs crossed, they tear us apart. Redemption's a whisper, a broken start. Energy's endless, but it cuts like a knife. Surviving this wasteland together we're alive.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lolcow Aussie, the Twiggy and Steak Show. Tonight we've got a lot planned, or we did have a lot planned. Hello, everybody. All I've really got here with me is an empty desk. We had a show planned about trying to find Glammy, because we were really concerned about that, but as you guys can see, I now have a missing motherfucking co-host, which I'm also pretty fucking concerned about. What is up, everybody? Hi. Meet. We have a lot that we were going to talk about today. We're going to talk about Glammy, we're going to talk about Pup Cup, we were going to talk about pigtails, we were going to talk about all this bullshit that's going on, faked injuries. Rastov lied. Boogie was an asshole. All kinds of things. We're going to talk about Pup Cup. We were going to talk about pigtails. We were going to talk about... I almost feel like I heard some audio. Faked injuries. Rastov lied. Jethro, you're saying echo? We're going to talk about Pup Cup. We were going to talk about pigtails. We were going to talk about... I almost feel like I heard some audio. Faked injuries. No. Lied. No, Jethro, you're saying there's nothing I can do about that. Twiggy! I feel like I heard some audio. Twiggy! No, Jethro, you're saying there's nothing I can do about that. I don't know if there's anything I can do to stop the voices in your head, you guys. You said Twiggy! Stream's playing a few seconds. Twiggy! No, Jethro, you're saying there's nothing I can do about it. I don't know if there's anything I can do to stop the voices in your head, you guys. You said Twiggy! Stream's playing a few seconds. I think we found him, guys. What's up, Milo Rose? What's up, everybody? There's nothing I can do about it. I don't know if there's anything I can do to stop the voices in your head, you guys. You said Stream's playing a few welcome back, Detective.
Why is the sound doubled up? What's going on? Why do we have double sound?
They're saying that we have a fucking echo. I think this is some of that Gutsu Wutsu shit.
Hey,
or CDROM.
I fixed the audio. We're off to a rough start today, guys.
Okay, our audio is fixed. I have my co-host back, which is good. Do you come bringing news?
I got nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
You hear that, folks? We've had our number one detective, Detective Twiggy, on the case all day. He's been in the trenches. He's been beating the streets. He's been out there putting his nose to the ground and trying to get us the most current and updated information about where the poor Glammy Lammy has gone missing to. You've had a long, eventful day, and you've come back with, sadly, nothing?
Nothing, and I tried to get back sooner, but I locked myself out of the house. It's not funny. It's been a hard day. It's been a rough day, okay? I have literally been working endlessly, okay? I have been putting in all of my resources, all of my effort into tracking down our victim, our missing person, and I've got nothing.
Our victim?
Yeah, potentially. Allegedly, maybe.
I mean, nothing is for sure yet. That is obvious. Before we get into it, I'm going to catch up on donos, because I didn't know where you were, so I didn't read them out loud yet.
Hold up. Do we got any 10s? Because if we got a 10, you see it on screen. $10 donos are red and auto-tune.
Auto-tune. And then we have our $20 to ban a word for 5 minutes, and we only need 20 more members for me to get my Spider-Gwen costume to go with Twiggy's Spider-Man.
I got to find that. I lost it. But I'll find it.
I went all the way back to the beginning. Thank you, Huge Ass, with the $5. Thank you for switching times today to allow the testes to enjoy the 100th show. No problem. We wanted to help out Nightmare. I think there was more reasons than just that.
It's not like he threatened to harm us or anything for not.
Oh. The next one's an auto-tune.
Mm.
You have to scroll back to Never Ender. With the $10.
Okay, let me get the $10 real quick, but I saw the new one. All right. Never Ender for $10.
It looks like you guys are in the same room.
Okay.
I think that worked. I think they heard the auto tune.
I don't think they got
sure.
I don't think they got your crescendo at the end, but they got everything else.
Oh, I think they got it all.
Tartan, member of Bandworld for 3 months. Mute your stream in the background. That's not me.
Well, no, Jethro fixed it. Our manager Jethro, shout out to our manager Jethro. He got it all fixed and sorted out. That was my
Thank
fault.
you, Jethro. Purple Flurp, member for 1 month at Cash Cow. What the fuck, Jethro fixed this echo? He did, Purple.
He did fix it. He did fix it. Jethro
Purple
has fixed
Flurp.
it.
Also with $2, mute Twiggy. I can't. Twiggy is running OBS. I can't mute him. If I do, I just won't be able to hear him. You guys still will.
Dude, I didn't know the door was locked behind me, okay? I thought I'd be able to like start the theme song, you know. And that theme video, I put a 20-minute one on there today that switches. I timed it out perfectly. The song turns on right when you hit go live, you know, cuz Steak hit go live for those of you who aren't aware. Just hoping for the best. I timed it out perfectly. I took a poop and then I went and drove to the store, all right? To get some. I was investigating the disappearance of one of our valued members. Yes. I was not going on a run for any other reason other than investigating. I was taking my job very seriously. See? Should I talk in my detective voice there, Mr. Steak?
I prefer the detective voice, eh? Yeah, Shay.
Yeah, Shay, I can.
With the $20, I mean, that's 2 10s, so you automatically have to auto-tune that one.
Automatically? I can automatically do that one, see? Purple Flurp for $20. You know what? Just for him, I'm not even going to auto-tune it. I'm going to do something better. I'm going to show my real talent. We're going back. We're taking it back to the good old days of when, you know, music was good. All right, Purple Flurp for $20. Don't waste our resources on that Twiggy. It's not worth it. The NDF will not leave a trace.
The NDF will not leave a trace. Purple Flurp, what do you mean by that?
Is that a confession?
That is a blatant fucking confession.
Is that a confession?
Detective?
Do we have a break in the case? I see we have a break in the case. We're getting somewhere. Gee golly. I think we might.
I asked in the Discord, and I'm going to leave that offer open. If there is a member of the NDF that's willing to come up and speak on their behalf, we're willing to hear you out. We also have some questions about where Glammy Lammy has went.
It'll be a full interrogation.
Why is that?
Because I have to get to the bottom of this. I have to make sure that justice is served.
ETX, welcome to Bandworld. Thanks for joining the ship, brother.
Hold up. Do you know what my voice sounds like?
I see Connor Ford, still gray, still in the chat. If you still have that test magic and you guys want to see Connor not a fucking gray, throw them members out so I can get my Spider-Gwen costume and we can make sweet, sweet magic.
If you throw them forward, I'll throw it back.
Sweet spider love. Don't get mad because when I throw it back, it jiggles.
Yeah. But do you know what my detective voice sounds like to me?
What's that?
Breaking news in Bikini Bottom. We've got a missing person. It's not funny. It could be serious.
It's a little funny. Okay, what do we got?
There's nothing funny. There was a crime committed here. A woman is gone. Why did the nerds get mad? Pecan asks. Why did the nerds get mad? Steak.
Are the nerds mad about what?
The nerds, they were starting a war. Unfortunately, that happened before I started my
Yeah, that didn't have
investigation.
anything to do with us.
Nothing to do with us.
Yeah, the nerds started a war.
A war.
On Tech Talk. They were going to bring them down, Glammy goes missing. That has nothing to do with the operation that we're running here out of Aussie.
Nothing to
We're
do
not-
with it.
We're not connected.
Mm-mm.
We're not directly involved. Last thing I saw was on Rewind, they called for a ceasefire. They called for somewhat of a truce until more of this investigation has been completed, until we locate Glammy Lammy. Because she is one of ours at the end of the day, and we need to know where she is and that she's safe. And now with Purple Flirp dropping just excuse me, just dropping crumbs of information, it would be foolish for our best detective not to now pursue and find out what the fuck is going on.
Look, here's the deal, okay, Sonny? All right? I may not be the biggest fan of Glammy Lammy, but at the end of the day, not only is she a human, but she's one of us. So I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure that she's found. Everything I can. And you know what? Some of you may say Glammy's not built for this kind of environment. Okay, that's fine. All right, she may not be what you would traditionally expect from a streamer, right? But Glammy's got a lot of potential. All right, so it's our job as fellow hosts to give Glammy advice, help her deal with the problems, because I do have a little bit of news in the case there, Steak. I do. I got a little bit of breaking news. Well, it's not breaking. It was said on Lolcow Live, but apparently Keemstar's madam. You know, that sounds wrong. It sounds like Keemstar's woman.
Keemstar's woman.
No, that sounds. Wait. No, this is. We're in the 1930s. Okay, woman's appropriate. All right, back in the day they were property. Okay, it works out. But Keemstar's woman, Brantley, she called Glammy, and Glammy apparently ran away from home. We've got a runaway here. Classic case. Dealt with tons of these back in my rookie years. Okay. But
what do you think? What do you think, Detective, she would be running from? My theory is that she saw troops in the distance. When the war was coming and CDROM put up his defenses and started aligning his troops, I think perhaps Glammy had to go.
It's not that at all. And I'm not
then what
really
is it,
sure.
Detective?
I'm not really sure if I want to get into the information, okay? But it's actually a little more paranormal than you would think.
Paranormal.
But I don't know. I could lose my whole job for this. The CIA, the NSA, the FDA, they could all come after me if I drop this kind of information. All right? Look, we all saw what happened to John F. Kennedy for trying to speak the truth.
Twiggy?
Yeah.
There's a war coming.
There is a war coming. And you know, if there's one thing I know about war, it's that war never changes.
Don't do it, you motherfucker. We're going to have to pick a side eventually.
Pick sides?
I've seen a lot.
I don't pick sides. I go to the highest bidder. I don't pick. I let them pick me.
That's what I'm saying. If we're going to be mercenaries, if we're coming out of the outback, I think it's got to be for the highest bidder.
It's got to be for
I
the
don't
highest bidder.
I don't have any weight in either one of these camps. I don't care who comes out on top. I want Aussie to come out on top.
And here's the deal.
Thank you for the $5. PA Nightmares. Twiggy sounds like Ronald Reagan as not what ask not what you can do for the LCU, but what the LCU can do for you.
That's John F.
That's
Kennedy.
actually a fire alarm.
Ask not what you can do for your country, but what your country can do for you. Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys.
Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys. And do you want to read this 20 or sing this 20? It's up to you.
You know what? I'll sing the 20. I will sing the 20. And because it's Purple Flirp, I'm going to give him some more classic music from my era. I got this hat from Frank Sinatra's cousin, Bill. Let me get into it. Purple Flirp for $20. You brought my attention to Aussie, and Sergeant Mazer and myself will lead the NDF to victory with our strong BBC leader. Thank you, Purple Flip. That means a lot. It really does. Your support is going to make sure that the LCPD is able to throw all of the resources at future cases. We will make sure that any time there is injustice in this community, that your thirst for justice will be quenched. All right? Your appetite to see the law laid down, your hunger will be. I lost my train of thought. I'm not gonna lie. So where are we at on the drama that's going on in the community? Do you need a
Timothy Swan? Thank you for 2 months at Bandworld. Start doing interrogations across the shows, Twiggy. Hashtag find Glammy.
I should. The problem is guys, let me spill a little secret. Also, just remember, paranormal things going on with Lolcow Tech Talk. That's the reason Glammy's missing. All right? I'll get into that in a minute. But if there's one thing that I gotta let you guys know, it's that my appearances on the show, they're not gonna be as common as I'd like them to be. Okay, and here's why. Okay? Guys, I'm working an undercover operation. Okay? An undercover operation. You guys can't tell anybody this, okay? If my cover's blown, it could be the end of me as we know it, okay? I don't want to talk about it, but that's why I'm working a full-time job, okay? Other than that, I wouldn't work a full-time job. Full-time jobs are for full-time people. I'm not a full-time person, other than when it comes to the law, okay? But I just want you guys to know I'm not wasting time working another full-time job on top of being Lolcow Live's greatest. Lolcow, Lawcow, Lolcow Live at this point. Lolcow Live's best.
Well, I know you don't want to talk about it, but they're talking about it in the chat, so I have to bring it up publicly. Pecan said, can Gutsu give Glammy back and take CD? And I wasn't going to do this to you live. You did say Monday you were going to start training Gutsu Watsu.
Gutsu's no longer with us.
Gutsu left the Discord, and Glammy's gone.
And here's the thing, right? Obviously, with deductive reasoning and all that bullshit, right? Your first idea, your first instinct would be to go after this Gutsu Watsu guy, right? Here's the thing.
He's up there on my suspicion
Solid
list.
alibi. Solid alibi. All
What's
right.
his alibi?
Gutsu Watsu lost his virginity at the exact hour that Glammy went missing. Okay? And I
don't fucking believe it, detective.
No, I can't confirm. I saw the Ring doorbell footage of him driving his Kia Soul home, okay? No, actually, it's not even a Kia Soul. It's a Toyota Prius. I got it mixed up with what? 16.
Okay, I was about to say, which vehicle
his
was
Toyota
it?
Prius, okay? His Toyota Prius, all right? He drives up in his Toyota Prius. He's wearing high-water khakis. I can see his whole ankle. He's wearing Sperry's and a button-up shirt with a floral pattern on it that just completely clashes with this young broad's outfit, all right? And horrible styling choice, terrible. And she wasn't a bad-looking girl either. I was very happy for the guy, all right?
Good for Gutsu, good for Gutsu.
But they went in, and then 12 minutes later, he walks her out. He says, that was awesome. Best time of my life.
And how do you know that in that 12 minutes, they weren't tunneling through that wall, into the wall behind it, and
because I know
transporting Glammy Lammy to another fucking spot?
I know what happened to Glammy Lammy. I've already let you know. All right, she ran away because she was running from something paranormal. Okay, and that's because Glammy. Guys, should I spill the beans? One in the chat if I should spill the beans. This could potentially ruin a host in the Lolcow universe's career.
Is it one that I like?
It might be.
All right, guys, you heard them. One's in the chat if you want to see the rest of the information that Detective Twiggy has. Two's in the chat if you'd like to bury your head in the sand and pretend that nothing bad is going on.
Guys, I don't even know if I should talk about it, okay? I have nightmares thinking about it. I'm known for about a day and a half. And I just throw up in my mouth a little. The one time I have tried to sleep, I couldn't sleep. All right?
You have to do
That's why I've been so disoriented. I've been so haunted by the things that I've seen that I locked myself out of my house when I went to get some when I went to investigate.
This information has to come out, Twiggy. We need to know.
All right, you know what? You know what? Fuck what the chat says. Fuck what you say. I'm just going to say it, okay? I'm just going to say it. All right? Glammy's co-host CDROM is a skinwalker. I have been able to confirm it, all right? All right?
I fucking
He is a paranormal
knew
entity.
it.
All right? The thumbnail that you see today, the reason that CD-ROM looks off in the thumbnail is because that was CD-ROM when he first redeveloped his human appearance. All right?
It all makes so much sense. I literally... See, he was telling me, like, hey, hey, Steak, now that you're a host and we can talk, does the inside of your skin ever get itchy when you take it off at night? Ha ha ha, JK. Now
Ha
I'm
ha
starting
ha.
to think that that wasn't a
JK.
fucking joke
JK.
at all.
No, it's not a
He was
joke at
just
all.
dipping his toes in the water to see what the fuck I was about.
Brother, you know where he got his whole look from?
Where?
The poor guy ate a child with progeria. That's why he looks like that. He ate a child. You don't know what progeria is? Can you Google progeria real quick and describe it to us, please? And thank you. Also, be careful in the images, okay? Just trust me. So before you show what you want to show, download the image you want to... Yeah.
You want me to describe
No,
progeria?
even better. I'll send you my chart, because I actually had investigative... you know the word.
I don't know.
But give me
if
one
I can
second.
describe this without getting canceled.
No, it's okay. I've got a chart for you. All right. So I've got 3 pictures that I want you to show on screen. Okay.
Oh God.
3 pictures that I'm sending you. One of them was the description of a creature that they saw chasing after Glammy Lammy. All right. So that's the animated one. Okay. So then I see this description. I'm like, okay, we're obviously going after somebody with progeria. Guys, I'm not trying to be offensive. These are just the cold hard facts. Okay? These are just the cold hard facts.
Okay, let me get my screen up.
I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm the last person to try to be offensive. I'm very progressive, okay?
All right, you can pull it up.
All right, so this right here, ladies and gentlemen, I'm hoping there's not an echo right now, but this right here, this is what a sketch artist at the LCPD came up with when a witness described a skinny bald man chasing after Glammy Lammy. Now, if you look, I slipped into my Australian accent for a second. But if you look, we've got a big bald head right here.
Yep.
He's got a
little bit of hair.
We got a little bit of hair. All right. We've got a beaked nose, big old bug eyes, a pointy chin.
Okay.
All right. A little small chin. And notice the monstrosity of hands we see right there. Okay?
Big fucking hands.
Big old hands. Big old hands.
Those are hands that you'd use for tech, for
now,
sure.
if you don't mind, right? Now, show us the... All right. That was the third one I was going to have you show, okay? That's just a picture of CDROM acting like he's heartbroken that Glammy Lammy's gone. But if you look here, this is an example chart of what some of the symptoms are the characteristics of progeria are. So, look, we got at the top here, right here. It says progeria. We got a large head, as you can see. There's a large head. Baldness, as you can see. This person is bald. Prominent eyes, as you can see. All right? Long, thin beaked nose. All right? Check. Wrinkled skin. Check. Small jaw. Check. Now, if you've seen Glammy's co-host on Lolcow Tech Talk, you will know he fits the bill 100%. All right? This is clearly our suspect right here, as you can see. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a lot of hard work to do. To be able to track down this being. Because the methods and strategies that you would use to deal with a being like this have been long forgotten since before Christopher Columbus colonized the United States of America.
I think we got to find what CD-ROM is actually after and devise some type of Bugs Bunny-esque trap using maybe a rope, a box, a stick. What would we put in it? Like maybe a new switch or something? Like a switch 2 to really drag them in and catch them? And once we have them caught, then we just have to find a way to get the information, find Glammy Lammy, bring her back to the LCU, revitalize Tech Talk, bring back Gutsu Watsu to take CD's place. Everybody profits?
I have an idea. I've got an idea for a trap.
Okay.
Here we go. That was not Adelia Rose. I know who Adelia Rose is. I liked all of her stuff on Facebook back in the day. That was not Adelia Rose. That was an AI image. All right.
Are you sure you're not talking about Gypsy Rose?
No, I'm sure I'm not talking about Gypsy Rose.
It sort of looks like Gypsy Rose.
But I have a plan. I have an idea for a trap.
Okay.
It is gonna.
Beans.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna have to have.
Yes!
A human life as bait though. All right.
We need beans.
But we're gonna do the good old bait and switch. So
okay.
Here's the deal. All right.
All right.
I'm gonna need
I'm
your
listening.
help.
I'm
gonna need you
motivated.
to get clean shaven. All right.
Okay, nope, you've lost me. What do you mean?
Clean
You want me to get rid
shaven.
of my fucking
Yes,
beard,
yes.
bro?
Take a few beach days. All right. Tan up a little.
I just trimmed up today. My mustache looks
As
clean.
you
I'm not
know,
shaving my
as you
beard,
know, I'm a
bro.
master of disguise. I'll get you a nice wig. We'll get the contouring just right with the makeup. I'm sure you've got a nice little body. All right. And we're gonna disguise.
What?
We're gonna disguise you as Beans. We're gonna.
Oh my god. I have to become Beans to catch CD-ROM?
Yeah. You're gonna be like a decoy. It's gonna be like one of those to catch a you know what
Oh!
videos, but instead we're catching a monstrous being from hell.
I have to become Beans. I have to
Yeah.
become Beans.
Yeah, you gotta
to-
become Beans. Jethro even said yes, steak, shave that beard. And if the boss says it, you gotta do it.
Yes, no, that's your boss. That's not my boss.
No,
My
it's
boss
both of our
is Perp
bosses.
Flurp.
No, it's both of our
No,
bosses.
he's
yes.
co-managing your side.
No, he's the OG boss. He was the first boss ever hired onto Lolcow, Aussie. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry you got
I'm not shaving my fucking beard for you, Jethro. It's not fucking You come in here and you make me, Jethro. How about that? Motherfucker, you gonna come in here and make me shave my beard? Bring it.
And guys, as I said, I'm not trying to be insensitive, okay? It just so happens that our skinwalker developed his look by eating a child with progeria. All right, I'm not trying to go after like a rare disorder or anything like that at all. I'm not trying to use it for comedic value. Okay, it's just that these are the cold hard facts. All right, we're dealing with an actual beast right now. All right, and the thing is, he has the strength of 100 razorback gorillas. All right,
He could defeat 100 Beckys?
buddy, without flinching.
That's 400 punches.
Without flinching, all right?
That's insane lifting
All right.
power. If
Once
he can do that,
Look, he starts out weak. He has to go after somebody who's frail with a rapidly aging body. If you don't know, with progeria, your body rapidly ages, okay? You're a child born in a 90-year-old man's body, basically, all right? The life expectancy is not long. So he had to go after something weak, a weak target, all right? He was probably injured in a war, hundreds of years ago, all right?
Oh, okay.
And he's probably been, a recluse since then. He's probably been in hiding. Like Darth Maul in Star Wars The Clone Wars, right? He was cut in half in The Phantom Menace, and then he stays at the bottom of, like, a junkyard planet for, like, years and years and years and years, right? Just living off of his hatred alone. That's basically what happened to CD-ROM. And then one day, he just happened, it was a chance situation. He stumbled upon a child with progeria, and he ate him. You're following me, right?
What if CD-ROM tries to have his way with steak, thinking it's Beans, though? It's not safe. And Jethro said, set a goal to shave the beard. I'm not shaving my fucking beard!
If we lose steak along the way, the island demanded a sacrifice. I don't really know what else you want me to say about it.
Not me, though. Can't we bring Eric?
Eric?
To sacrifice?
Eric?
Yeah!
I gotta bring somebody with a beautiful body. Somebody who looks even better than Beans. Not saying Beans has that came off fucking wrong. All right, guys, come on, come on, guys.
You're setting me up to roast Beans right now.
All right. Miss Montgomery, she wouldn't deal with that. Detective Twigs, all right. Full name Stuart Twiggethan Montgomery, all right, is a loyal man.
Do the mustache? What is wrong with you guys? Do you know how weird I'd look without either one of my fucking
Guys, if he shaved the beard, right, and kept the mustache, he'd look like a young Mr. House from Fallout New Vegas. I think you should do it. I think he'd be nice and cute.
You can set a goal for my beard.
Yeah, and kind of cool. Greg says, good point, Twiggy. Steak got that stuff.
Steak got the stuff?
Jethro said 120 members in Steak will wear a dress.
What the fuck?
Thank you, Jethro. We have the best manager, guys. Can we get W's in the chat for a manager, Jethro?
I would have to go get my dress. But fuck it. I guess put them on screen.
Yeah, guys. Where are we at for new members? Let me go look real quick.
What on earth is going on in here?
We were at
Jethro's
0.
fucking trying to set me up for success, I guess.
Yeah, Jethro's trying to help you.
I think I could honeypot CD-ROM.
Also, just while we're talking about detective stuff, all right? Any questions or concerns that you guys may have in the Discord about some current events, anything like that, feel free to hop in waiting, and you can question me on them. I'll question you. If you do have any details relating any crimes that have been committed in the Lolcow universe, please let me know. As you guys can see by looking at my profile picture, I have fully rebranded. All right, my name is now Officer Twiggy. All right, this is a picture that was taken of me in the academy. I graduated the academy back in 2003. Okay, I've been doing this for a long time. I'm very experienced. It is my calling in life, my talent. My dad was a butcher.
All right, detective. What do you think about the pup cup getting fired? Or pup cunt? Pup cunt? I don't know what the fuck. Beans was roasting the shit out of her. I think it was pup cunt at the end. What do you think about her getting fired? And do you think it was because of the video we did on Aussie, she folded due to the pressure?
I 100% think that it was because she folded under the pressure of the video that we released. That video was groundbreaking. The visuals were amazing.
You guys feel free to thank Aussie for destroying Pup Cup. You're welcome for helping purge the system.
Not only that, but we're going to be doing a big project in the future because after we release that, both J.J. Abrams and George Lucas sent me a message at the same time, which means we may be working on the next Star Wars movie. So
set a goal for Twiggy to get his titty pierced. Jethro makes goals for steak. I make them for Twiggy, I guess.
Buddy, you're smoking dick if you think I'm getting my nipple pierced, okay? I'll get another tattoo, gladly, but I'm not getting my nipple pierced. I'm not getting a Prince Albert. I'm not getting a Jacob's Ladder steak. I know where you're going to go with this, all right? I am a professional. I am a man of the law, and I will not be abusing my body. My body is my temple. I need to keep it in the best condition possible. That way I can go out and fight crime on a daily basis, okay?
When I was in the army, some dude bet me $20 I wouldn't pierce my right ear.
Mm-hmm.
And he had like an earring laying around, and I was drunk, and I just did it.
Yeah, I would have done it.
With my fucking hand.
You know, I would have done something like that, you know, back in the
I don't know if I could
academy.
I don't know if I could do my nipple though, bro. That's crazy.
He
My
didn't say
nipples are
nipple,
mad
he said
sensitive,
titty,
bro.
OG Salt Lick. Brother, you're crazy, all right? You know, I'm from a time when mental institutions still exist, which, might I add, right? If you guys lived life like I do, you know, if we were still, you know, if we still had, you know, some of the things going on that I do, right? For one, women wouldn't have as much power in the server, okay? And two, Glammy may have not run away because it would have been very hard to run away. No, yeah, exactly. Because we had a process for stuff like that.
Do you think Fat Girl Summer would still be going?
Fat Girl Summer, brother. If you were a fat woman in my day, good God, you'd be in a fucking circus. Fucking constants from Monster House.
Gwen sent 20 Lolcow Aussie gift membership.
You're out of your mind. What are you doing? Come on, Gwen. Shit. Thank you.
That's the fucking goal.
These resources will be very valuable when it comes to funding the LCPD and making sure that we don't have situations like this in the future where valuable members of our community go missing.
It's black, pink, and white, dude.
Black, pink, and white. All right, now I've updated the goal. We're at 100 out of 120 for Steak to put on a dress. Let me change the actual title of that goal. Let me for Steak.
We're at 100 out of... So I'm putting on a dress for 20 fucking members, basically, is what you're doing here, Twiggy, you fuckhead.
Technically 40, actually. Technically 40.
Technically 40. No, not technically 40.
Guys,
That's fucking 20. We
guys,
did 20.
20 more gifted, okay. 20 more gifted, and I will interrogate him while he's in the dress, and there will be a lot of sexual tension. All right? A lot of sexual tension. Should I, you know what?
I don't want to be interrogated in a fucking dress.
Does anybody want to hear like a noir-style monologue about the Glammy Lammy case?
This is fucking ridiculous.
Ridiculous?
This is fucking ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
I can't get this adult Spider-Gwen suit because it's all fishnet, bro.
All right, don't get that one. Go on to HeroTime.com. Order yourself a suit. You got this.
HeroTime.com.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. It's been a while.
It just says Spider-Man suit. This ghetto, stupid, shitty looking fucking site, bro. What does this do? I feel like if I click this, it'll destroy
Nah,
my
share it,
entire
share it,
computer.
share it, share it, share it.
I
wanna
will
make
share
sure,
it,
I want
okay.
to make sure it's the right one. I want to make sure it's the
Look,
right
guys,
one.
look at where Twiggy just fucking sent
Guys,
me.
it might be the wrong website. It might be the wrong website. It might be.
He sent me to this.
Buddy, that's the wrong website. Okay, just look up
This
Hero
is
Time.
where you want me-
Nah, look
do you
up
want me to
Hero
click
Time.
one of these?
No, fucking don't do it. Don't do it. Nah, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. Go back to the search bar. All right, just search Hero Time. A Hero's Time Spider-Man suit, something like that.
Hero Time.
Try this one. Try this one. I think this is the one you were just at. I think they may no longer be in business because they got shut down. Check it. Check it. Check it. There we go. That's the one right there. Still looks a little sketchy, but I promise you. Oh, look at that picture. That's beautiful. That is a pose.
Wait, what is that? That's Shark Guy?
I don't know, but he's packing.
I don't know.
He's actually
Okay,
not
what's
packing
Spider
at all.
Gwen?
Yeah, look up Spider Gwen. Oh, look, there you go. Oh, that one was nice. That was really nice. You don't have to go all out on it. You don't have to go all out. These are kind of expensive steak.
I don't know how to fucking how do you change
We might
that?
have to wait till next week so I can pay half of this.
I'll just get these shoes. These are Gwen Stacy's
Those
shoes.
are very cute. I would love to see those on you. I would sniff those.
This
after
one.
You work out. That's what I was saying. That one. That one's the one. Your
This
balls
one
will
right
not fall out of it. I
here?
promise. Your balls will not fall out of it. We'll see the full shape
I
of your
will
dingus,
have to
but
like tape it to my belly button or to my asshole. We're gonna have to figure out something to do with.
They got this nice
the-
cheap one right here that has the ballet shoes built into it.
Where?
Right here, right at the top. I know
This
you
one
can't
right
see my
here?
mouse. Yeah, that one right there.
This is the most little kid looking.
Brother, it's fine. That'll come in your size.
Dude, if I
right?
could,
Does
if
that
I
come
could
in your
learn to hit
size?
this pose,
Brother, that's a child.
that's what I'm saying. This is the wrong fucking suit. That's
Right.
why it's so fucking cheap.
All right, but see if it comes in your size.
What is? I'm an adult, motherfucker.
Just look at size. Look at size. Go to size. You already passed it.
Large. I mean,
Okay. Yeah, it's
there's
not gonna
maybe
fit
a
you.
large.
It's not gonna fit you. No. Well, let's go. With
I'm gonna
another
keep
option.
looking. I'll look some other time. I'll look after.
Shiz
stream.
McGiz says, "Where's Glammy? Glammy is currently on the run from from her ex co-host. Maybe it's still her current co-host CDROM, who we've discovered recently to be a skinwalker, who ate a child with progeria to develop to steal his appearance to develop his human appearance. I think this might be considered slander if it wasn't true.
How much do
allegedly.
you know about skinwalkers? Because you know that they're North American heavily.
Yeah, they're North American. They're Native American folklore. All right, but I'm not technically. I'm not sure if he's actually a skinwalker. It's just the closest description I can actually give you. He could be.
He could be a Wendigo.
Well, he could be a Wendigo, or he could actually be a reptilian. I'm not sure. I've never seen his original form. I just know he ate a child. They described some creature
I didn't know he worked
beyond
for the government.
description who ate a child with progeria. It's so sad.
I
It's tragic.
googled how to outsmart a skinwalker, and it brought me up to like a 20-page essay. So I'd be dead by the time
Hold
I had
up.
to read this.
Update.
If there was actually an issue.
Duel says, Twiggy, whoever isn't running OBS, check the docket Discord. Aussie is going to war. I'm not gonna stop this voice. Not until I'm given a reason to stop this voice. I have no reason to stop this voice. He's a skin flute, says Nusu. I don't know what that means, but it makes sense. It makes sense. I actually.
You want me?
doubt that.
This is bullcocky. You want me to show this?
Did you say
don't-
bukkake? I had to do an investigation into a. Okay.
Cocky.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but I'm just gonna take your word for it.
It just is what it is, my. All right, here it is.
I'm not sure what Aussie joins the war between the nerds and Tech Talk. Guys, I'm not allowed to fight in a war, okay? I can't.
He's a fucking deputy.
I'm not
he's
a
an
deputy,
officer
I'm a
of law.
detective.
You keep changing your title,
I've been a detective the whole time.
but you're an officer in the Discord.
Yeah, blame Rastov. He's the one, he didn't give me, if you look at my, hold up, let me leave a comment on this YouTube right now. Fuck you, Steak. You fucking cunt. YouTube.
Me? What the fuck did I do?
You disrespected my title. I worked hard for this title, okay? I worked for 10 years.
I
to
have
get
called
this
you
title.
detective all
10
night.
years, Steak.
Well, you need to get your detective role in the Discord. I don't know what to tell you about that.
You need to suck my fucking
You're
toe.
friends with everybody. Just say, hey, moderator, make me a detective. And then you can change your profile picture.
Yeah, I could. They just need to make me a moderator.
They need to
serve
make you
well.
a moderator,
I'd
and then you
serve
can
well.
really find out where Glammy
Yeah,
Lammy
yeah,
is.
I need to
I'd
suck
serve
my well. Sorry.
You guys heard it here first. We got Buff Weeb saying NDF, NDF. Twiggy, the
I'm
draft dodger.
a-
It's against the Geneva Convention to allow Twiggy onto the battlefield.
It is. I have important
that
work
makes
to
sense.
do here. I have important work to do here. All right?
NDF, 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 NDF.
NDF. All right? But here's the deal. Guys, I'm not picking sides, okay? Here's how we're going to do it, all right? If people want us on their side, they have to let us know, Steak. All right? We will take this war seriously. We will go against whoever we need to, and we will not hold back. But the deal is, we're mercenaries, okay?
We're mercenaries.
We go to the highest bidder. If you want us on your side, you got to send your audience to us, okay? You got to let them know. Whoever sends the most fives with the team that they want us on, okay? That's the team we're going to.
So in the description of your donation, you need to put NDF, or what is it? I don't even know what Tech Talk's army is called anymore.
I don't fucking know.
I don't even know. So if you got a 5 to even let us know what the fuck Tech Talk's army
you can put
is.
nerds, Tech Talk, NDF, whatever you want. All right. Purple Flurp for $10.
As co-manager of this show, I allow Buff Weeb to pop in and interrupt anytime he wants.
Nope.
Done. That is your manager. You must listen.
We're going to have to practice more with that stupid fucking microphone. We caught half of your beautiful song.
They caught all of
Those
it.
who... No, they did not.
I bet they
Or
did.
I didn't catch it.
Yeah, well, fuck you. Okay, you're not the audience.
He's gaslighting me. Does it? Why are we getting all these gifted members?
Why are we getting all this gifted members? Because Gwen gifted 20 Lolcow Aussie memberships.
Wait a second.
You know how to let it out. You know what that means.
Nah, yeah.
Steak,
Come
you know
on,
what that
Gwen.
means.
Why, Gwen? Why? Gwen likes to see me suffer.
You know what?
I don't even know where that dress is.
It's okay, because for another 20 gifted, I'll put on a dress. Just kidding, I won't put on a dress, but I'll go get my sister. If you guys want to meet Twiglet, my sister.
Yeah, I was about to say, at least just call your sister. I don't need you hopping from a detective's outfit into like other
I will go in.
costumes.
Oh, excuse me, I forgot about my voice. See, but if you gift another 20 gifted, okay, or $100, which is actually cheaper than 20 gifted. That's cheaper than 20 gifted, right? I was asking him to do the math, but I guess he's 140. 40. Look at us go. We're achieving goals, guys. I can't tell you how thankful I am tonight. I know I have a hard time showing it, and that's just because, you know, when you've been doing the job as long as I have, you see some things. And it changes you. It desensitizes you. I was working a case one time where I pulled up to the beach. There was a dead jellyfish just in the sand. He was just sitting there, lifeless, motionless. And I was just left to wonder, what happened to this poor jellyfish? Jellyfish are beautiful creatures. Beautiful creatures. And I'm very passionate about them. I've always wanted to eat one, but not like, I didn't want to harm it. It's just they look like candy. Jellyfish look like they taste good. But I saw one, and it was dead. And then there was another time while I was driving in my squad vehicle. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, Steak. I was driving in my squad vehicle, okay, in the paddy wagon. All right, I was driving. Let me full screen him real quick. But I was driving in my paddy wagon, right? And I haven't looked at the goal yet, guys. Give me a second. I'm sorry. I was driving. I ran over a squirrel. It just ran out in front of me, the poor little squirrel. I saw him in my rearview mirror, okay? So I was driving. I was going about 45 miles an hour, and the squirrel ran out in front of me, and I hit him. And I looked at my rearview mirror, and he was just... He was dead. I spent 2 nights locked up. Not because I had to, but because I wanted to. Because I had to be punished in some way. Steak, take it away.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about over here. You killed a squirrel?
Yeah, I also found a dead jellyfish on the beach. I was talking about how I have a hard time showing how thankful I am and showing any positive emotion because, you know, when you've been doing the job as long as I have, you see some things. I saw a dead jellyfish on the beach once, and jellyfish are beautiful creatures. It was...
Do you think it's true that when you get stung by a jellyfish, someone has to pee on you?
I hope.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, we need to fucking keep that misinformation going. Dry up your eyes. It's okay.
I
That
got
squirrel
so
probably had it
emotional.
coming. You don't know
I
what
got
that
so
squirrel was doing
emotional, guys. That's not...
with its time. That squirrel might be like robbing other
I'm
animals.
sorry for trauma dumping on you, Chad. I did...
Yeah, come on. We don't need this here. This is supposed to be a show without a lot of drama.
Just remember, guys, if you want me to go to therapy, okay, y'all can pay those bills. Look at the deodorant, the chunk of deodorant in Steak's armpit right now. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
It's bad, bro.
That was nice.
Ah!
They're saying it's a myth that I thought it was a sea urchin. I didn't think it was a jellyfish.
gross.
I thought it was if you stepped on a sea urchin.
At least you guys know I wear deodorant now. That's dope. I got a one-up on a bunch of the LOL cows now.
Steak, you and I are the only people where there's any kind of proof that they wear deodorant in the whole Lolcow community, okay? Because
that
I've
true?
Put
Does
it,
this
I've
happen
put it
now?
on stream. I've been like,
Hell yeah, bro. Dude, when I used to have to go to Gen Con back in the day when we were selling books, I used to have to take all my guys aside and be like, hey, did you take a fucking shower? And are you wearing deodorant? And did you brush your teeth? Because, like, we were selling books. And if you smell like shit, people come up to try to buy something and they smell you from a mile away. They won't even stop at your table.
I wouldn't stop at your table.
Bullocks, bandits at stake. I'll get stung for science. Holy shit. Nusu said peeing on people is false. I don't know. There's a lot of people that pee on people. I just don't know if it helps with the jellyfish. I'm
Golden
looking it up.
showers.
Does peeing on jellyfish?
Yeah, we gotta get down to this, all right? Steak, here's the challenge, okay? I'm gonna have you investigate this, all right? If you do good enough, okay, I'll recruit you into the LCPD. I'll give you a job, all right?
I already have the answer. I've already cracked the case.
That was quick.
Yes. No. Peeing on a jellyfish sting is not recommended and doesn't work to relieve pain or to treat the sting. In fact, it could potentially make the sting worse.
But what if it makes it easier for you to deal with it? Because, like, you know...
I think emotionally it might help you.
Yeah, emotionally. It's just like knowing somebody's there. Like, just think about it, right? Because somebody's willing to pee on you. All right? That's how you know they're there for you. All right?
Imagine what sick fuck was the first guy to come up with that myth.
All right,
There's just some
guys.
dude on the beach wishing he could pee on people, and he was just waiting for a hook.
That's pretty cool, though. I'd hang with that guy. I'd hang with him. Do we have anybody in waiting? It doesn't appear to be the case. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, I need you guys to hop in waiting. I need to brainstorm. I need to discuss some of the criminal cases that we have going on in the Lolcow universe. All right?
While we're waiting for that, I do have a criminal case to bring up.
Uh-oh. What is it? Is it boring?
It's
I'm tired of boring
insurance.
cases.
It's insurance fraud.
Yeah, that's fucking boring, dude. You can
Insurance fraud and scam?
Yeah, that's fucking. I don't fucking deal with that stuff. I want to see blood, bro. I want to like pull up somewhere. There's like been an anvil or a piano dropped on somebody.
Look, motherfucker. I'm telling you that there's been some insurance fraud within the LCU. It's your job to take all cases, small or big.
Nah.
You can't just take the big cases, hot shot. This is why you don't have a partner in crime.
I don't have a partner
Ow.
because I work better alone. Okay.
It's hard to sit comfortably in a fucking dress.
I have no
That's-
problem with it, bro. It makes it so easy to man spread. Like fucking like
This
your
shit is
balls
tight
hang
as
out.
fuck, bro. This dress is my wife's dress.
Yeah, mine's a dress.
20 more to make fucking Twiggy feel as uncomfortable. Oh, actually
As
not.
comfortable as
20 more to get
possible.
fucking Twiggy's sister out here,
Yeah, to
which
get
would actually
Twiglet.
be great bait. Because I think if Twiggy's sister came on, we might be able to get CD-ROM.
Actually, guys, we can do a poll. We can either do my sister or it just so happens, right? I have sweet tea here at my house for no reason. So I'll go get sweet tea. I mean, excuse me, sweet twig. Sweet twigs at my house for no reason.
Did you see what the fuck Sweet Tea was doing to me earlier today?
I did not.
Please tell you didn't catch any of it? Okay.
I did not catch any of it. I've been investigating all day.
Bro.
I've been working.
Sterling said, "How do you fit in your wife's dress?" Let me get up. You guys want to fucking know how this shit works? Cool. That's fine.
Probably
with me.
not
I
even
don't care.
zipped up in the back or something.
Nah, I had to fucking slide this on like a wife beater with no wife here to
I wish
beat.
I had a cigar right
There's
now.
nothing I can do. So I have to cover up because it's that tight. This bitch, it's stretchy. You wouldn't think so because it's not made for me. Like, my wife doesn't have these. Look at that. Ugh.
I should have full screened you. I
Dude,
didn't
if
even
you-
think about it. I was
Twiggy,
too.
Twiggy, if you
busy.
ran into me at the bar, bro. Okay, not at the bar. Say you go to the bowling alley with your friends. And y'all have been bowling for a couple hours. Y'all have been pounding like beer towers and shit. And your friends leave you, and you need a ride home, and it's just me.
We fucking.
I mean, that's part of the negotiation of the ride.
Look, I would hang up my badge for a night.
There we go, baby.
I would hang up my badge.
Yeah, let's get it.
Thomas Mason said it fits loser on the wife. I think he meant looser, but
If it's loser.
it fits loser on the wife. Yeah.
Well,
I
the
agree.
army says if it don't fit, it'll fit. And that's just the mindset that I put myself into, and I squeeze into this fucking thing. I also have to take off everything else.
Guys, if you want Buff Weeb to come in, I gotta see Morsa chat for the NDF in the chat. Mostly because that's what Buff Weeb said. He said, and
Did
I
we
quote,
get-
not enough NDF chats for me to come in.
Did we get any for Tech Talk?
No, nobody cares about Tech Talk. Which is
I'm saying
sad
NDF.
because they're in
NDF.
shambles right now.
Alyssa said, "Cup it." I'm cupping it when I get up. I got you. I learned my
CD-ROM
lesson from
ate a
the first-
child with progeria, allegedly.
I tune in tomorrow for Aussie where I play that video. Dude, is it possible? Could you even play that on YouTube if it wasn't real? Like if it was a joke?
I'm not really sure when it comes to that one. That one's a little.
You're an officer of the law. Can you just tell me if I'm within the law or not?
Unfortunately, I only deal with. I don't deal with federal law. All right. I'm not a Fed. Not yet. I'm working my way up. One day.
Making my way up to become a Fed. Can't
Yeah.
find Glammy, she might be. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Sleeping.
Bum, 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 bum. Missing.
Course.
Laura is okay, says, "Aw, I love Tech Talk."
Not enough to throw a 5 and throw your support for us to be on their side in this war. All right, we are mercenaries. We go to the highest bidder. Look at my nose here, okay? Anybody who carries around that every day, you know that they are not one to be fucked with.
Concealed carry nose hair. And if you don't know,
It's
we were
retractable.
trained in the Outback. I learned how to box by beating the fuck out of kangaroos. Did I check to see if those kangaroos had a Joey? Nope, never gave a fuck. Not once. Hop over this way. These hands are rated E for everybody, baby.
I can
Let's go.
take a life with a single breath, and it's not because I don't brush my teeth that my breath's just that bad. It's because I was trained by Mongolian monks in their ancient ways.
Never even heard of a Mongolian monk, bro. A Mongolian monk would be the most badass monk to ever live, because there's like Buddhist monks, there's
Yeah.
Tibetan monks, but Mongolians ride around on dirt bikes and horses.
And they
I
do
saw
the
a
throat
Mongolian
singing.
rave, bro, and all of the people that were like dancing in the rave were like on fucking horseback. It was the most metal shit I've ever seen.
All right. But, all right, can, Keem, guys, Keem just asked what the big story in the LCU is. Everybody, go at Keem in the Discord and tell him that CD-ROM ate a child with progeria and stole their appearance. Ladies and gentlemen, this is important. It is imperative that you follow these commands. That way we can find justice.
Keem needs to know that CD-ROM is of some type of supernatural origin and that everyone is in danger until we figure this out. We need Glammy Lammy back, and if CD-ROM wasn't evil, he'd be here to tell us that he wasn't. But where was he?
Today,
Where is he now?
I am your lunch lady, and what's the... Hold up. Today, I am your lunch lady, and your meal today is justice, and it will be served with... I can't.
A side of hash browns.
It'll be served with a side. I can't fucking think now.
Don't forget your chocolate or strawberry milk. The straws are taped to the sides.
And a gel.
Welcome to Lolcow, Aussie, Buff Weeb. How are you doing? We actually did have questions, so I'm glad you're here. What is this war about?
What is this war about?
What is this war about? What does the NDF stand for? And why was war called into question in the first place?
Before we start, I'm not the kind of law enforcement officer to profile anybody, except for if you look like you have progeria, apparently.
God damn, that joke wasn't funny the first time you said it. Oh my god, you think you need a reason to fight? You think you need a reason for war?
Yes.
There's no reason that you need for war.
Mm-hmm.
War is something instinctual. War is something you feel deep inside. War is something that you do when somebody wrongs you, like Tech Talk did to us. In our whole collaboration, they brought this on themselves. You know what they brought on themselves, Twiggy?
No, I don't.
War! War!
All right, can you fill us in on how this
Beautiful.
started? I haven't investigated that far back.
Yeah,
That goes
how did they strike down the first egregious act against the nerds during the collaboration?
They were just boring. They were just boring as fuck. And
You started a war because they got boring.
I just fucked
It's
up
justified.
my whole mojo. Like,
That's-
golly, like, good. Why the fuck are you doing this? I don't get it. Sterling, why are you in a red room? Is it because of war? I don't know. But Commander Buff, please show these boys the way of the NDF. See, you know what's so funny? I'm tired as fuck and I'm very high and I can read way better than when I do sober. It makes no fucking sense. I guess marijuana is an actual fucking cure to fucking dyslexia. But no, look, CD-ROM came on in a bad mood and Glammy was just doing Glammy things and I don't fucking like that shit. Fuck that.
No, they stepped incorrectly into the
They
collaboration.
jaywalked into this collaboration, which is a
jaywalked.
crime.
No, to be fair, one of our top supporters said they were boring, so we had to start a war on them, and they put a whole bunch of red donos, so we had to we do it. Like, I don't give a
Gotta
fuck.
do what you gotta do, man. The people want blood.
When somebody pays you $600 to pick
Yeah.
on two retards, you pick on two retards.
Yeah, I mean,
as simple as that.
As a law enforcement
Fair.
officer, I've been bought out many times.
Does
times.
the NDF have any knowledge that has not been publicly brought forth about the location of Glammy Lammy?
I already told you.
No idea
CD-ROM's
what
the
you're talking
skinwalker who ate a child with
I have no idea
progeria,
what you're talking
and
about.
his next victim was going to be Glammy. So CD-ROM was going to eat Glammy, steal her appearance and powers, and Glammy ran away. It's that simple. It's really not that complicated.
Fair enough. Last question that I have for the NDF. On rewind, Billy the refrigerator asked for a ceasefire. William the refrigerator
Yes.
said the war should be at a ceasefire and it should be stopped until Glammy is found. Okay.
We will not stop until every Glamath force is crumbled and CD Haram is no more. Do you not understand? They brought this on themselves. They know what they did. But no, legit, I don't give a fuck. Like, legit, like, I have no problem picking on retards was one of my favorite things in the early 2000s. I don't know why now I'm getting paid to do it, so I'm perfectly fine with it. And I'll
I
do
like that
anything to...
stance.
So do
I'll
you
do
take
anything to buy more-
responsibility for Glammy running away? Do you think she's running away from this war?
Glammy running away. She's definitely not in the trunk at all. Like, it's definitely not kicking right now. Shut up, Glammy! She's definitely not.
What am I supposed to do with this? I thought the case was closed, but I just hit my funny bone on my fucking chair. Oh my!
On your chair?
Yeah, my.
Hey, how you gonna fucking do it if you ain't putting into work? Work? You putting into work?
It fucking hoits. It hoits. Buff Weeb.
Is this what you deserve?
My-
Hey, this is
my
what you
pick is in
fucking
that.
deserve for not being a fucking proper fucking detective. That's what you do. You're not fucking at work. Yeah, I can't do that.
It
Actually.
fucking
He is a
hoits.
proper detective. Show him your badge.
I gave it to a kid who had cancer.
Fucking Boogie hit that kid with a car.
I gave it to a child with
Progeria, you got eaten.
his whole family. His whole family said their shirts all said "Make a Wish family." What was I supposed to do in a situation like that? He was looking at it. It was at the
Well,
airport.
Buff, in fairness, I guess I have to warn you. Twiggy has been doing investigations all day, and he has found that CD-ROM actually has the strength of 100 Razorback gorillas.
It's true.
How do you feel about that? Do you have some type of counter?
Or the potential to have that kind of strength. I'm
Most
not sure yet.
14-year-olds have that strength in their right arm for that one reason, and he's kept that. I'm glad he's kept that actual strength. I just wish my Roger would actually learn to switch arms. It actually helps, and that's about it. I don't know what to say. It's simple as that. Like legit, like his arm looks like this. His arm looks like this, and it's not because he works out. It's because he just
Cranks out.
yeah.
Honestly,
like I'm pretty sure his face is just like that when he's doing it. Like
Do you
he's
think-
ashamed of it.
Do you think TikTok,
do you think
do
he
you think
cries
TikTok would be
afterwards?
better? Oh God. Yeah. I'm sorry.
It's all pertinent to my
No.
investigation.
Bro, no, like, oh my god. You think he cries after? I think he
That's
cries.
what I just asked. Did you not hear me?
No, I ignored you. You should ask Zay. I'm really good at that. I'll zone out in the middle of people talking. All of a sudden, people will be talking about some serious shit going on in the LCU, and my brain will just start playing elevator music. It's over with.
Me
It's
too.
over with.
There's a few witness statements that had some very cool details added because I couldn't fill in the blank spots.
Just start making shit up and just start saying random shit and see if it
Yeah,
sticks.
but
Love
that is
doing it.
a lot of good people have gotten to jail that way. But CD-ROM will not be one of them.
CD-ROM, if you're watching the show,
He's too.
and if you're not, you should be.
He's gooning.
You need to fucking. This is a chance. There's an army against you, but right now, Buff Weeb stands pretty much alone. If you had a chance to man up and come here and speak your shit without the mob coming to drag you down, this would be a platform to do so.
There's a
But
reason why I'm still awake.
Oh.
We ride at dawn.
CD-ROM, it looks like they're riding either way.
Look,
Preemptive strike is an American pastime, baby.
all
will
I'm saying
understand.
is that CD-ROM, you don't want this. All right. Look at my build. Hold up, Buff. Let me show you my build real quick. You're a big guy, right? But just wait until you see this.
Which way?
Is he in his fucking underwear? Jesus.
Come at me. All right.
Oh my god,
CD-ROM, this is
you
all
make me feel
yours.
better about my
All right.
legs now, Twiggy.
Come at me.
The fuck are those, bro?
They're incredibly accurate and precise.
You have deer legs. This is great.
I got this. Somebody on Twitter said I have the same legs as Ricky Berwick.
Bro, you're built like a minotaur, but not just a little
Holy
gimpy
fuck.
legs. I love it.
Look,
Jethro
I
said
actually
for
did.
300 likes, we'll join the army. I
Yeah, but
think
like-
for 100 likes, Aussie will consider joining the NDF. We already have one. Here's one thing that's very telling about a war.
They haven't
Is
gotten
what
the
it's-
red. No. By the way, I got you guys. I got you, steak. I got you, steak. When you see this color in their chat, they have now gotten their war funds. They did not get their war funds yet, so we cannot have them in debt their fucking country of Aussie for us. The Nerdlandians and the Aussians have not got together with the war treaties yet. And I'm trying to tell you, the Glamassians with their fucking leader, CDROM, is not going with the war treaties well. We had a ceasefire 3 different times. They did not do it. And the NDF will keep going if they keep violating these treaties. You know what we're going after. And it's been 3 years. We can make fun of it now. But,
Fuck you, Pecan. You stole my joke. Said I have Dobby's legs. I was going to say I motion captured for Dobby in the Deathly Hallows. That fucked me over. Go on.
Purple Flurp.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Weeb.
CD-ROM has to hold up an NDF for the win sign tonight. Yeah, he definitely has. Or he's going to scam me. Which will it be? You already know how he is.
Is that real?
He's going to have to do that. He already did a false white flag. You can't trust them. You can't.
Is he doing this as a punishment or as a donation from Purple Flurp?
It seems like both at this point, to be fair.
Purple,
Like,
you are devious.
Oh, no. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. I love it. I got to go prepare for the war effort. So once you guys get your war, once you guys get your war, beautiful war. Once you get your war socks, let us know and we'll get you in there. We'll get you a t-shirt and the free Kool-Aid we give you. Yes, it is purple. Don't worry about it. It comes with complimentary chicken and everything. It actually comes with a free cookout pass. But if you do get your war bonds and war bucks, let me know. We'll get that to you.
All right.
And Purple Flurp, he better do it. Or else.
All right. Here's what we're going to do. I got a plan.
Dude, having anti-scam protection is fucking fire. CD has to do it or deal with fucking Buff Weeb is fucking the funniest social interaction of the day.
I will rent a car and I will just come just film shit. Don't fuck with me. I'll be there. I'm not doing like NRL like the start show. I'm just like I will be like around just being like, hey, I want to take a picture with you. You're famous. You're from Tech Talk. I'll do that. I would love to follow CD around for a day and literally just like, oh my God, do you know this guy from Tech Talk?
And just hype him up.
Bro, all day, every day.
Running up on CD-ROM in a Target and being like, oh my God, are you CD-ROM from Lolcow Tech Talk?
It really fucking triggers me every time you say that.
What do you mean?
It really does. You know what the fuck you
Because I'm saying it correctly?
Because you're saying it incorrectly? You might as well start saying quesadillas.
Quesadilla.
Vagina quesadilla. Got one of them the other day when I went to the fucking El
It's literally quesadilla. It's literally quesadilla.
I know it's quesadilla, Buff.
No, so you just like fuck them and their culture. I'm saying it my
But
way.
I know what LOL stands for. It's laughing out loud.
Yeah.
LOL. That's what it used to be back in the day of the
Back
internet.
in the day when phones had buttons and
Steak,
shit.
Y'all have changed it to LOL.
I always ask you this, Steak. Why do you always like lean your head back like this? Like you have a bloody nose sometimes when you talk?
I have a bloody nose all the time, and I'm just I'm trying to keep all the blood in my brain so I don't fucking pass out. I have to make it for 2 hours, bro.
I changed our goal for tens.
Oh yeah, do that shit.
It's going to be impossible.
Ends
It's
to
going
join
be
the
impossible.
NDF. Do you
But
want us
10
to go to
tens.
war?
10 tens.
Do you
we're
want
going to war.
another arm of the LCU to come down and crash Tech Talk's fucking worldview? I've went to war with CD-ROM, and it was quick, and it was swift,
Okay.
and it was
first of all,
vicious.
You are part of the military. We are all Americans here. Do we know what the word overkill is?
No.
Do we?
Mm-mm.
No.
There's no such
Ain't no
thing.
such thing. That's a good fucking point.
We look for reasons to blow shit up. We just do. It's like, oh, you just
I don't
minor
look for
traffic.
reasons. I just
Oh,
do it.
You didn't apply to our tariff? Okay, let's just go ahead. It's like, do I smell oil?
Oh. If you'd have told me that when you first came up, why are you at war with Tech Talk? And you just
Oil.
said oil, I'd have been like, all right, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, motherfucker.
We've got one. We've got one. One
When
to
supporting
join
the NDF.
the NDF.
Bro, hey, bro, shout out to Gwen. Gwen's like legit MVP of today. I can see that.
Gwen is the bomb.com. Gwen has been here since new Aussie started trying to get the fucking wheels going. Gwen has been here making sure that the tracks are lined and correct. Holy shit!
We gotta hit them with the.
Look, I'm sorry. Can I hype you guys up the black way for this? Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Full screen.
Can you do it? No, you don't need to full screen me. I'm saying, are you guys ready to feel this?
Yeah.
The energy?
Ready?
Yeah.
Because if you guys don't do this with me,
Three?
I'll appreciate it.
Dude, I went to a black church once. It was pretty cool.
A fucking another one, Gwen!
Okay,
Let's go!
All right, hype with me. Hype with me. There we go.
Let's go!
Oh,
Let's
oh
get
my
it!
God.
Dude, what
if I flew away?
Was that what? I feel like we can see just a little bit more hype. Hold on, one more time.
Forward. Dude, I'm gonna do a somersault.
Oh God.
That
Guys,
feel good.
if we get to 5,
Bro.
I'm gonna do something crazy.
Holy
I'm
shit.
gonna do something
Fucking-
crazy. We're at 4 out of 10.
Bruh.
I got a boner.
6 more donuts for war.
By the way, I've already written the lore behind it. Senator Gwen came around to the Austopians and gave them their war bonds. They are ready to unite with the Nerdlandians for the NDF forces. We're all converging.
Five.
That is a 5. That is a 5. That is a 5. Oh, you know what? You know what? This isn't nerds. This isn't nerds, but you get a mustard.
Hey!
Bro. Oh my God, Senator Gwen has come through again with
Holy
the support
fuck.
for. Did he just? You can't.
Mid-knee T-Goddess with the Canadian 15 for number 6. Are we joining a fucking war tonight? If
What?
Aussie gets their
What?
fucking war bonds with Buff Weeb here, that's pretty much a contract fucking signed.
Did I hear war? War! War!
Holy shit, there's 8. There's 9. We're going to fucking war. It's gonna happen.
I think they're going to war with us.
Oh my God. That's 7, 8, 9. Twiggy, you're gonna have to strap your fucking helmet on and get your pads, brother. You're gonna have to fucking find whatever ammunition you have. No, we're at 9, Twiggy. We're at 9. They triple back to back that motherfucker.
Final. We're at the final one.
9.
It's almost there.
W's in the chat for war.
9.
W's in the chat for
Look.
fucking war.
If I could do jumping jacks without my nuts falling out, I would do 50 right now.
War?
I gotta catch up the goal, guys. I gotta. Buff. You're gonna have to train us.
Don't worry about it. It's okay. All right, we got this. We're good. All right. They're not ready for it. The people that left, the people that are gone, they're just spies. I'm not going to let you know. Every time that you see, we talk about this war, you see 5, 10 people leave. You want to know why? They're spies. They're going back to let them know. So behind the scenes, I'm going to give you the directory, our battle plans. The Holy War begins tonight.
What are you doing Saturday?
What am I doing Saturday?
Yeah.
Being a big black guy.
Okay, cool. I'm glad you got your day scheduled out. Well,
Yeah.
what if we all did boot camp?
How much tighter can all my clothes get?
Boot camp. We start out. We get people involved, and we do a co-stream together where we start off on one channel, then we redirect it to another channel, then redirect it to another channel. But it's all one long stream that you have to continue watching on the other shows, right? Like a crossover event. Boot camp.
The only problem is I have to ask Zay to do that, and how we'd have to do that is that she would have to start. We would have to start out first and then redirect to you, so she doesn't. So it was not fucking with her day, because Saturday is our only day not to stream. But I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's fine. And if we have to do it on a Sundays, don't really work for me. That's my one.
No, I'm saying like legit.
day.
Like I don't like. It'd be cool for us do a dual stream, but if it gets to a point and you just need me to come on your show for an hour or two or whatever, I got you.
All right.
I basically look. I'm already training Exile. Exile's already lost almost damn near 15 pounds with my instructions. Not only can I help people lose weight, but I can help you gain muscle. We're gonna do some real fun workouts. What do you have? You guys just got home? You know home equipment? You guys not like me because I got like.
Buddy, I got
equipment
woods.
everywhere.
I got woods.
You trying to do this? Can you? You got an axe? Oh, we splitting wood. We splitting wood.
I'm down.
Look, look.
I got an axe. I got
thing
woods.
is, I
always tell
this
people-
axe isn't sharp enough. It's sharp enough to split wood. It's not sharp enough to cut down a tree, right? But I
No,
can
you
get
don't need to
access
cut down
to
a
a
tree, but you
Oh,
need
I
to
gotta
get
get
some
the
shit.
I gotta get the wood.
You
Yeah,
get some
stump.
wood to split.
Yeah.
And then Steak just needs to get a shovel and you just dig.
I got a shovel.
Like legit. I'm not even playing like cutting wood and digging like ditches. If you have no fucking like exercise equipment, do it.
Who can we have
Go in
run
your
OBS
backyard
for
and
us?
dig a hole and then refill that hole and then redig that hole every day.
Steak, we'll
I've
have to
had
have
it in the army.
somebody. we'll
I've
have
had to do it in the army,
somebody,
legitimately.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's good shit. Fucking moving sandbags around,
Oh yeah.
filling them up, dumping them out, dragging them
It's
across
just-
the road.
It's utility strength. Like you gotta understand. Like people get.
Hold up. Nusu for $5 Canadian dollars.
We didn't catch
That's
that.
good.
But no, you know.
Oh, they can still hear me on OBS, bro. That was
No, I know
beautiful.
they can. I know. I was saying.
Beautiful.
I was watching the stream. You can understand you on the stream, but not to us.
Discord,
Okay, so now
Discord
I know.
Fix it up, bro.
Oh yeah, no. I didn't know if you wanted me to play mustard yet, but I don't know. It's the war. The war has begun.
War never
The end
changes.
game.
From the early days of Lolcow Live, drama
Hey.
has persisted. Go on.
Oh no. I forgot. My brain's not here right now.
Your hat's very cute.
I'm so fucking scrapped up.
It's
I'm
a
ready to go.
Majin Buu. It's Majin Buu.
You'll have to educate me on what that is. I'm from the
Dragon Ball Z. Big.
Did
fat
Dragon
pink
Ball
guy.
Z exist in the 1930s through 50s? Because that's the era I'm from today. So explain it to
Not with
me
that-
like I would.
Not
will
with that
explain it
robot
to me.
voice. Not with that robot voice. You're not. not with T-Pain's voice coming out. No.
I got
Explain
something to
it-
show
Explain
you.
it to me like you would explain it to somebody in the 1940s.
All right. So if this was the 1940s,
Yes.
and then I was talking to you, you'd be like, "Why are you talking to me?" Tommy?" And then you would walk away. That's exactly what. Don't say explain to me like it's the 1940s.
Let's
motherfucker.
simulate that real quick. I love it. I love the picture. We're looking at the banner right now. It's got us all fighting. I love the hat because that's the hat I'm wearing right now. I did not realize how perfect this hat
perfect.
was for Aussie.
It is perfect.
But yeah, let's simulate that real quick, Buff, if you don't mind. I'm sure that won't cause any problems. There will be no controversy there.
Well, I can't get over this fucking voice. I really can't. But man, I'm gonna go prepare myself for the incursion. Incursion? What the fuck? Incursion. Oh wait. So Aussie's joining nerds. Everybody's joining nerds.
Xylee, there's a war a brewing, and after all the investigation that I've done today, there's one thing I can guarantee, and that I cannot team up with CDROM, not knowing the kind of animal that he is, knowing that he ate a child with progeria to develop his human form, knowing that he scared Glammy away. I'll never unknow what I know today. This investigation has
this
ruined me
opportunity
mentally.
is slipping. Unblock me.
Please unblock Pokey Gaga, Twiggy, for the love of fucking God. Do I have to deal with this every fucking stream? Unblock him.
You have Pokey Gaga blocked?
Buff Weeb, I've never blocked anybody on any app in my life. I think blocking somebody.
How
is a
fucking
bitch
capped did that
move.
sound, Buff?
How am I able to complete
You have
investigations?
you have the cleared Twiggy I'm lying smile on. I haven't known you that long, but I do know that you already used it.
Buddy, we're gonna have problems here. We're gonna have problems here. I'm starting to dislike you.
That's that 1940s logic coming in.
I was about to say,
hey.
We just joined the war. You can't turn on them fucking right now, bro.
Hello, Billy.
What's up, you tiny pecker pussy boys? Beating up on Glamberson Lambert, making her run away, you little tiny dick pecker boys.
I'm not beating on Glammy, I'm beating on CD-ROM for scaring Glammy away.
Tiny
this really-
pecker pussy boys, beating up on Glamberson Lambert.
I have a
Where is she, Billy?
average size
It
pecker.
was about Glammy.
I came here to ask y'all what y'all did to Glamberson Lambert.
It wasn't us. I did a full investigation today, Billy. I'll have you know, and I've discovered
Tell
a
me
lot
more.
of...
All
Right.
day.
So all day, I have re-picked up the badge. I left this life behind because of the things I saw. Okay, as I was telling the chat earlier,
turn that
you'll
off?
have to turn what off. Nobody told me my auto tune was still on.
I thought you were just fucking having a
No, I
stroke.
pushed the button.
I thought you were just taking a joke way too far. You forgot to turn it off. I'm fucking done. That's a
I was
Twiggy
wondering why you were saying robot voice. I was like, what? Is my connection bad? But yes, so today I found some evidence that I can't share with you yet because the case hasn't gone to court. We haven't seen any formal charges, but
Oh my God, were you doing that voice and you had the auto tuner on?
yes, I was.
Oh, that's even worse.
It's way worse,
I was-
Billy. The fact that we still have viewers here is kind of crazy. Purple Flip for $10.
I'm officially moving my rewind pay pig to Aussie next month. NDF.
How does that make you feel, Billy?
Billy's a general in this war. He just doesn't want to tell you because he's a sweet boy.
I
But
just-
no,
I just need to know where Glamberson Lambert is. If
Glammy
she's
ran
dead,
away.
I need
She's
to
not,
know.
Not that we know of. All right. I did hire a psychic to try to track Glammy's soul, and she said she couldn't find it, but she said that has happened to her before with people who didn't have souls, which apparently is a thing. It doesn't mean they're evil or anything like that. It just means they don't have a soul. Some people are just born without a soul. It's like I knew a chick who was born without a belly button. Same thing. But CD-ROM, we did some investigating on him, and it turns out he is an ancient being. That you would compare to like a skinwalker or a Wendigoon. And one day he was in a battle thousands of years ago.
Can we say that word? Buff, is that a slur?
almost.
Almost, so it should be okay. Yeah, so
I didn't catch what word it
turns out he was in a battle. He was in a very weak state, and one day he stumbled upon a kid with progeria after years of exile, and he ate that child, allegedly. And he needed to become more powerful. He needed to go after another being to steal their life force and their abilities and their body, basically. Because progeria, you're a little weak, you're a little frail if you know anything about progeria. And so he was going to
It's
go after
terrible.
Glammy Lammy.
I have
Rest
an
in
idea
peace.
though.
Rest in peace to Sim Fuckus.
Yeah,
I
yeah. Rest in peace,
I
to Sim
think-
Fuckus. Did it for the nookie.
I think that going to war with Tech Talk might help find Glammy. When there's a spouse issue, they always say the husband did it or the wife did it. It's the number one suspect. CD-ROM hasn't come forward and told us where Glammy is yet, and maybe he needs to be broken down to release her. I'm not sure, but I know that the people have spoken. The people want the Aussie mercenary groups involved.
They do.
Twiggy, is there a fucking human outside your window? Oh, it's the cat.
That's that. I'm not letting it in. That could be CD-ROM for all I
That
know.
could
in
be
one of his
CD-ROM.
other forms.
Look-
That
Literally.
scared the fuck out of me. I just saw that after
So,
you said that. I'm like, what the fuck?
So we're
Yeah,
not gonna mess
up
with
in-
that. I'm prepared, Billy. Billy, anything that happens, I'm ready.
You're so careful right now, Billy.
Gwen for $30.99. Hoping you're okay, Glammy. Aussie is on the case to save you. I'm impartial in this investigation. All I want to see is justice.
Well, now
Glammy's
that I
not
know
part
that you're looking for Glammy, I give you my full support.
Thank you.
I was worried about her, and Rewind will be putting all their efforts into finding the whereabouts and remains of Glamberson Lambert.
She's having a hard time. She was from what the investigation has shown me, a lot of factors went into it at once. It's not just the war. It's not just some other behind the scenes stuff going on TikTok. It's also Tech Talk. It's also the fact that yeah, shut up. I slip into the Australian accent sometimes, an accident. Okay, it's not it's a problem. But we've also got the fact, I'll be serious right now. We've also got the fact that she was forced to stop drinking Monsters, something she heavily relied on. And once all these key factors came together, she had a mental break. That's
Well, you
what
know
I've
what
been
they
able to
say.
gather.
when a woman like that stops drinking monsters, she starts becoming monster.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I had a monologue written up. I was gonna play some like noir style music and everything, and one of the things that I was going to say, let me pull it up. Hopefully, I still have it saved.
We didn't know that drinking all those monsters was drowning the monster inside her the whole time.
Wait, does this need to turn into a search and rescue operation?
But
Aussie is taking its troops all the way to the borders of Tech Talk, and we will then demand access into the country until we are sure that Glammy Lammy is not there.
I gotta go. I got a Blue Chew sponsor. I'll see you guys later.
all right, peace out.
No! Twiggy, we are losing our fucking sponsorships. That was from
Dude.
Pokey Gaga in our chat. $2. The opportunity was a Blue Chew sponsor. You blew it. Even
well,
Buff is blue.
I have never blocked anybody. I proved live on stream that I blocked them. You know what? Honestly, not only am I an officer of the law, but I used to be a psychiatrist before I met a patient and we got together
Blue Hulk.
and it was a whole thing. But he has schizophrenia. I diagnosed him here formally, allegedly.
I'm Blue Hulk. Do you know how blue I am before I go?
How blue?
I'm blue, dabba dee dabba dabba dee dabba dabba dee dabba.
Come on, we all grew up with that shit.
I had that shit on the fucking Now That's What I Call Music track
oh my
3
God,
CD,
yes,
or not even a
yes.
CD. I had that fucking cassette tape, bitch.
That movie was in.
I knew all
I
the
had
words to that
on
shit.
there. I had that on your now 2000s or whatever, and I had that on Kids Bop and all that shit, bro. They don't know none of that. We had to buy our shit on DVD and CD. Speaking of CD, you're going down tonight. You understand that? Me and my big blue ass is coming for you.
BBA.
You've got the Blue Hulk coming, CD-ROM.
How would you say the N word with a B? I think it would be like.
Did you kick him?
No.
Oh, he's gone.
My hands are right here.
He almost
bro.
got me with it.
I'm in my armor.
He almost got
That song
me.
was so sick, Greg. Yeah, Blue Baba Dee Baba Die. Whatever the fuck you
That
say
song
that
was
shit.
in. That song
Dude,
was in
your
Big
cat-
Fat Liar.
Your cat never tries as hard to get in. I really do think that's
That's
CD-ROM.
CD-ROM. There's a skinwalker trying
There's
to
a-
get into my room right now.
There's a reason he never came into waiting. I did see Michelangelo was
gun.
there for a while. I was gonna drag him. Buff left, but he's gone now.
He's
Michelangelo,
gone.
if you had something important to say, you can get back in here.
We need any info we can get regarding this case. Any info, dude. I wish I had a suit with like big ass shoulder pads, dude. That would be awesome.
This one doesn't have big shoulder pads.
I gotta
but if I
once we
do
get
this-
our YouTube check, I'm spending almost all of it on costumes.
On
I'm
what?
just gonna have a whole closet full of just whatever costume I could ever need. A doctor costume, a police costume, a priest
I
costume.
want to buy more costumes too.
Dude,
I didn't get paid for last month, so that
don't-
means I'll get paid this month. So
I
I'm
don't think
excited
we
as fuck.
ever, nights like tonight when we have, something important that we bring our own unique perspective to. Also, I used to have the same motorcycle armor. But something that we bring our own unique perspective to, yes, fine covering that. But most of the time, we could cover different things, like whatever we want. But once I get some costumes, I will be going out in public and using these costumes. I'm gonna do.
I'm
some
excited
on the
for that.
street-
I wanna
on the street interviews as a priest or something.
What do I need to do IRL other than like my phone and one of those fancy sticks?
Nothing. You just need to have me sitting here as the man in the chair.
And you can read to me what they want me to say to
Yes,
people
sir.
and stuff.
Yes, sir. We'll get TTS working correctly eventually. I got to figure that out. I can buy a GIMP suit, but that's going to be a hefty goal.
How much does a GIMP suit cost?
You can get
bro?
it cheap.
That's
I got a guy.
wild.
I'll get it used.
You got a guy who does
Yeah.
GIMP suits?
No, he just has one. I'll get it used. Actually, so there's one thing that I can get access to, and
What's
I'm
that?
going to one stream, and I'm not going to tell you beforehand, but I will be
Okay.
getting a full fursuit.
I don't know how much a fursuit costs, but I think they're expensive.
I already got it lined up, so I'm not worried about it.
Did you get a deal?
I know a guy.
I wouldn't mind going to a furry convention.
I want to go
and just-
undercover to a furry convention.
I want to go undercover, and I just want to be too aggro. What's an aggro animal? I need a Tasmanian devil fursuit.
Dude, honestly,
What's your fursona?
One of these
Are you gonna tell us
personas,
that?
one of these is a fox, and the other one, the fox is just the fur helmet and the gloves, but the dog is a full fursuit. head to toe.
What kind of dog is it, dude?
I don't know. I just know that this guy apparently, ironically, had a full fursuit made for him.
That you're gonna wear a used fursuit? That's the grossest thing I've ever heard in my life, bro. Maybe you're the skinwalker. You're gonna hop in somebody else's persona.
Here's the thing, dude. When it comes to content, you've got to be willing to take one for the team. All right.
Bro, I'm not wearing a used fursuit.
So
That is
you know
fucked,
when I
bro.
walked in here, up until the point where I stood up with no pants on, I had pants on. I just took them off.
I lost my clothes too. I'm in a dress. I
Purple
also
flirt.
found armor.
For $20. The biggest furry convention is 5 minutes from my house. Let's go dressed as Elmer Fudd. Purple Flirt, if you want to be the cameraman.
I would 100% dress up as Elmer Fudd to go to a first.
Dude, honestly, it would be a hefty goal, and it would take months, and we'd have to make really good money on this channel. But if we did, I would get a custom beaver fursuit made.
A custom beaver?
Yeah. Because, like, my beef with beavers, because they mess up my yard. Thank you, Purple Flirt, for the 20, by the way. I'll give you a little heart on that.
I need a full bull suit, bro.
Heart all of these.
To be a LOL cow.
Yeah, dude.
And we could have the brand somewhere. I could have a back that has, like, the LOL cow thing on it. We could film it. Dude, that'd be badass as fuck. Getting kicked out at the end would be fire, too, because, like, I don't plan on ever going back, so I could just, like, fight somebody.
Gwen, your support has been crazy, by the way. So you have made it into the Hall of Fame. We need to make a Hall of Fame.
On it.
I can make you get the names, I can make a graphic. I'll put my skills to use other than making memes, because I just use my meme making skills to make the thumbnails. That's really it. Today's thumbnail is killer, by the way. Guys, what do you think of today's thumbnail? I thought it was hilarious.
You guys don't know how many times I tried to talk to Twiggy today about the show, and we had to stop so he could laugh about the thumbnail.
Because I would just see it. I would just be looking through our chat, and I'd see the thumbnail, and I would just start laughing. Because I literally told CDROM that the reason I picked that picture on the thumbnail is because I just couldn't find a good picture of him.
Can we pull in Jethro or he's gone.
Let's pull in
That's
our manager.
Michelangelo.
Our manager ditched us, but yeah, Michelangelo's good. Michelangelo. I've seen you on Cafe with your predictions.
Welcome, Michelangelo,
Thank What's up?
LOL Cow Aussie.
Also, Michelangelo's the psychic. I tried to get to track down Glammy's soul, and he couldn't find
how's that
it.
been working, Michelangelo? Have you tracked down Glammy at all?
I think that CDROM is keeping a secret.
Yeah, he's a skinwalker. We've already been over this, bro. You're behind.
I know, but he took out Glammy because she was afraid that their show is going to get canceled when July came around. So to ensure that he would be around for a year, he took out Glammy so that he could take her anime plot armor so that he couldn't be fired.
Ooh.
Wow, is that a conspiracy theory?
Dude, that's
interesting.
That's a pretty good motive.
See, that sort of goes close to mine. I sort of feel like CD-ROM has got something to do with it, and I want to get to the fucking bottom of it. I'm not sure what it is. I know that there's been people in the Discord saying, maybe it's the war effort. Maybe it's CD-ROM. Maybe Glammy's evil, which I denounce 100%. I will fight the Glammy as evil accusations as long as I have a platform.
Guys.
But I can't defend CD.
I want to let my cat in. My cat
Do not.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand. And maybe this is a trick, right? But my cat, I had no idea he was on top of my Jeep earlier, right? And I opened the door, and then I shut the door, and his tail got shut in the door. Ow! He's fine. He doesn't even have any swelling or anything. He barely reacted. It gave him a little bit of a scare, but I felt so bad. I cried, okay? But now he's outside. I want to let him in and give him some love because I feel bad, but it could be CD-ROM. Chat, should I let him in? Give me a sign that I should let him in.
For a $50 dono,
$50? You're smoking crack, dog.
a $10 dono. Twiggy will let his cat in. That might be CD in disguise.
I wasn't saying for a dono. I'm just saying like give me the motivation because like it could.
He
be
just wants
CD.
to. He's doing a vibe check. He wants to
doing
know.
a vibe check.
Also, I will
And
say
I'm not
that
a
we've
monster,
had
Sterling. I didn't mean to. Sorry.
we've had over 300 people in here this entire time. So if you guys could please leave a fucking like. We're trying to at least get up to 100, but the more the merrier. It makes our show look better. It builds Aussie back great again. Thank you so much.
Kind of cool. Greg said let him in, but I stay outside. I'll do that for 20. I'll let him in for free, but I'll let him in and go outside for 20.
You have to switch places? Yeah, but then if your cat comes and turns off the computer, I guarantee I know it's CD-ROM then.
I gotta get my jacket off. It's getting really hot in here.
Also, did we do our redirect?
Not yet. There was no...
Did CD-ROM...
I couldn't find a stream when I tried.
Let me check to see if CD-ROM put his shit up in announcements while you're doing that.
Teddy. I gotta let him in, guys.
Go ahead. We also got Jethro here.
Hey, buddy.
I don't see CD-ROM's post in announcements.
Someone got to CD.
He posted one yesterday at 2:51. That one's got to be the old one, right?
2:51 a.m.? Yeah, it's gotta be.
Yeah. Guys, does anybody know if CD-ROM's going to be live? And if he's posting that, I'll start
Teddy just wanted food. He didn't care about me. It's definitely not CD-ROM.
So you let him in, and he didn't even care.
He let me pet him for a second, and then he immediately went for the gourmet food, because the cats inside get expensive food. Lucifina said, nice hat, Twiggy. Finally, you're talking about something other than my body. She talks about my body.
Yeah.
Lucitina! Nice to see you here. I like Lucitina.
She's got the hots for me. Disgusts
Lucitina
me.
has the hots for you?
Disgusts me.
She talked about my ass on Nerds.
Well, you had a fat
She
ass
talked about
on
your
Nerds,
ass?
bro. Dude, your booty cheeks are literally eating your shorts.
Mac, I didn't know you were packing like that,
He is
Michelangelo.
packing
Okay.
like that.
He's got ass.
You got
ass
bro.
to throw
He got ass
True.
to
and
clap.
places to go.
Yeah,
I
dude.
fuck with
Hell
it
yeah.
hard. Speaking of go, Jethro, let's see what our manager's got to say.
Yeah, let's see.
Hey, Mr. Jethro Reacts, welcome to Lolcow Aussie. How have we been doing, boss?
Boss, you there?
Yeah, I'm
Okay, good. Just making sure you didn't disappear. We need a performance review, boss. How are we doing?
Goal for SSO to throw it back.
boys,
SSO, what would you throw it back for?
I like that so in
Three
I like
$10
them
donos.
also. And I like this 80, so I'm going to give A.
All right, now Jethro, is our monetization okay? Are we doing good when it comes to financial stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. Now,
Yeah.
what should we do if we get desperate for financial gain? Should we do something? Should we make some desperate
But
moves?
right now, I'm looking at a leaderboard and we are sitting at number 7.
Is that good?
Is that good?
But Dolls is literally well behind us.
Dolls is right behind us. So that's good or is that bad?
That's bad.
That's bad. So what should
That's
we
bad.
do? Should we make some desperate moves?
Because Dolls is at 1.5 and we are at 1.6.
Well, okay. Now here's the thing, right? Steak was telling me about some drastic changes we should make. I
And
went ahead and told him no.
Mikos is also on the way up. So
Who?
Mikos.
I thought he said something
Filters.
completely different there. Thought
I
we had
can translate for
Yeah,
Jethro.
yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you, brother.
Well behind
Jethro,
Aussie. Yep.
relax, brother. I'm gonna be real with
Okay.
you. I don't think you should say milkers anymore, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna have to use a different word for that. Also, Jethro, I just want you to know, in full transparency, since you are my manager and I have a lot of respect for
Yeah.
you, Steak was saying that we should fire you live on air for a $500 dono. I told him that I couldn't do that unless you're okay with it.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I tried. That's all I can do. $10 Australian from Bruggs. Let's get this twerk train going. 2 more, and SSO is going to throw it the fuck
SSO,
back.
Michelangelo has to throw it back.
Michelangelo is the best, bro.
Dude, we got 41 new members today. 41 new
Fuck
members.
Yes. Thank you so much for the members, you guys. We're trying to
Yes.
grow. We're trying to bring it back. We're trying to provide that content. I'm in a dress and battle because I'm ready to go to war for you guys. So thank you for showing us some support. We appreciate it. Shout out to our docket team. Nono said Steak did say that.
Yeah, about the firing for 500 live on air.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We talked about it. Twiggy said you could never actually do that to Jethro. That's fucked up.
No, I even Keem can't fire Jethro. I would never allow that.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're saying that Jethro has like some form of diplomatic immunity through you?
Yes.
So I can't fire Jethro if I wanted to.
No. I told Jethro I would
Jethro-
keep him around forever.
Jethro, for transparency, I would have never kicked you. That wasn't
Okay.
my idea. That was like a joke.
What we were gonna do is he wanted to fire you for 500 live on air, but then keep you working in the background like the deep state. Bruggs for 10 Australian dollars.
Jethro looks like Thanos, but instead of a massive chin, he's got a massive forehead.
That's mean.
Shot fired from
funny.
Bruggs.
Wait, Jethro, go like this, Jethro.
Jethro, can you show them your evil laugh?
One more $10 dono and like throw it back.
I will never get rid of Jethro. He's too wholesome.
Evil. Yeah, but I don't know if he's evil Jethro or dark Jethro or normal Jethro because he's always telling me I'm doing a bad job.
Powerage for $5. I have an outlandish theory of Glammy's disappearance. Copper Cab kidnapped her and stole her soul. Real ones know Copper Cab lore. For those of you who aren't aware, Copper Cab is a ginger. And we all know that gingers don't have souls.
Right?
He's the guy who made the video, gingers don't have souls, blah, 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 reacting to...
I know who
South
Copper
Park.
Cat is.
I'm letting the audience know, Steak.
Okay.
Yes, his laugh is so genuine, pecan, whatever you say. I'm Southern, so you know what I'm saying. Because Jethro is the best. SSO and Jethro need a show, said Nusu. I could see that.
That would be a fun show. What would you call your show, Michelangelo and Jethro?
Lolcow short bus.
Yeah, Lolcow short bus.
You'd
Lolcow
bring the
short
short
bus.
bus back as its own show and let it go?
Yep.
Yeah.
Would you have Eric
fuck
as a
with it.
third host?
Yeah.
Yeah! Dude, if Eric's on it, I could get behind that for sure. You guys could do Lego videos and Beyblade fights. Are either of you into Gundams?
No.
I used to be.
You used to be
Xylee-
into Gundams?
Xylee said that the Tech Talk stream has been up for hours. I'm not getting it. I wasn't getting it to show up. Let me check one more time. I mean, we weren't going to end the stream without doing a redirect. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
I
I added him in main chat to make sure that it was up.
yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Give me a second. Add redirect, and
He's scheduled on the channel.
it's showing up now. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It wasn't showing up earlier. 'Cause
Okay.
I was
It's okay.
I was searching it.
On my end,
It's
it
done.
was on my end. It was though.
Well, why didn't you tell us that, Jethro?
Thank you, Xylee.
Yeah, I put it in the chat. Let me see. I put it.
Oh, Xylee didn't think I was going to see this, but I did.
See what?
I've seen it. Twiggy, I think Xylee Star is just throwing you down as one of the 3 suspects.
I'm literally the head
Tricky!
investigator on the case.
Well, hear me out. Xylee Star, I now have 3 suspects. The number is growing as time goes. Number 1, Zay. The last time she talked to Glammy was at 4:44. Tattoo on her neck is 4:44. Coincidence?
No coincidence there. I actually
Twiggy!
had that in my notes.
Twiggy was caught in the Rewind VC airing out personal beef with Glammy. Now he joins the war with the NDF. Suspicious.
We went to the highest bidder. That's how that worked. I was the first person to point out that Glammy was missing after last night. All right, this morning I was like, has anybody heard from Glammy? People were like, what do you mean? I was like, Glammy's missing. I am the one who headed up the search effort. Okay, I am the one who is able to almost prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that CD-ROM ate a child with progeria, allegedly. All right? I have found so much evidence in this case.
Mikos.
What?
Bigga OG.
All right.
What?
Bruggs with the 10 Australian. Can Jethro say milker back? Bruggs, you're a bastard, but thank you. And shouldn't the short bus be called the short yacht, seeing as Michelangelo is the captain? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Here we go.
Hold up, let me full
Can
screen
I
it.
get a sexy
music
beatbox? Yeah.
Twerking, ooh, twerking, ooh, throwing it back, ooh, throwing it back.
Hey! Drop.
As fuck. Ow.
Oh, shit.
He packing. Ow. Throwing it back. Throwing it back. Throwing it back. Throwing it back. Throwing it back on the chair. Throwing it back on the chair. Throwing it back on the chair. Throw it back till my booty smack. Don't do drugs, but I got a lot of crack.
All right, Michelangelo, I think you're good. I think you're good.
Threw it back so hard you almost broke your spinal cord. I fuck with that, Michelangelo.
Dude,
Dancing,
I don't
killing
even
it.
have any rapping skills, but Michelangelo almost had me throw out a sick freestyle there for a second.
Ready to
Gang,
fucking
gang.
get it.
Can we get W's in the chat for Michelangelo throwing it back?
W's in the chat for Michelangelo.
It's weird not being the one twerking on screen.
True.
This twerk off was brought to you by Bruggs. Thank you, Bruggs.
Thanks, Bruggs.
We're on the good guy Bruggs arc.
The good guy Bruggs arc.
Good guy Bruggs arc. That's your buddy Bruggs. So I think CD-ROM's mad at us.
What do we do?
I think he's mad at us because I messaged him in Maine and I said, you were having trouble finding the redirect.
Yeah, but
He said it's scheduled onto the channel. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, we got it. It just wasn't showing up earlier.
We got him taken care of.
Yeah, we got
But
it
I don't
taken
think
care
he's
of.
I don't think he's happy with us. I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares about
I
the
can't
redirect.
think
I think
of
he's mad we
one-
joined the war.
I can't think of one thing we could have done to upset him. We used a very flattering photo of him in our thumbnail.
Fair.
All right.
All of our scientific imagery was like above the belt and chill.
Yes. It's all accurate too.
Where it's only happening for the love of finding Glammy.
Yes.
And we're mercenaries and we were paid to burn down your cities and towns and livestock
But we're doing it out of love, and our
we're doing it
heart's in
out
the
of
right
love for
place.
Glammy.
Yeah.
True.
You know, whenever you have a yard that's overgrown and full of weeds, it's best to burn it down and let it grow anew. And that's all that's going on here.
If you're looking for a needle in a haystack,
Burn
why
the
not just
field.
burn all the fucking hay down?
Yes, sir. Hey, Teddy. Oh, I feel so bad for shutting his tail in the door, bro. It made me cry. I literally cried.
Well, at least you know that one's not CD-ROM.
Yeah,
Because the pain would have dropped his concentration and he would have reverted back to his natural state. For sure.
I've never seen him on the roof of the Jeep before. Ever.
I'm telling you, you're fucking it up. As soon as you start playing with these supernatural, paranormal creatures and activities, stare not into the abyss, for the abyss
Dude,
might stare back, Twiggy.
I haven't announced it fully yet, but I'll just go ahead and drop it here right at the end of the stream. I've got a whole team put together that is ready to go out and do a full investigation, a full paranormal investigation. They have all the equipment. We've got all the camera gear. We just can't decide if we want to live stream it and lose quality or pre-record it and keep the maximum quality. But I'm going to make it happen. You are so cute, Ted. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I felt really good for a moment, and then you took it away immediately. I was like, I'm in a dress. I feel comfortable. I'm in my power armor. Ow! What do you mean? And what did you mean when you said earlier you had the same motorcycle armor? What does that mean?
I used to have the same exact armor.
This isn't for motorcycles. This is for close combat situations.
Oh, well, I used to wear something exactly like that on my motorcycle. I also used.
I don't
it
like
to
you
look a lot
disrespecting my
bigger.
power
when
armor.
When I played Michael Myers in a short film, I wore that exact same armor under a jumpsuit so that I could be hit with like shit. And
You mean so you
punched.
could have muscles like Mike
Yeah,
Myers?
and so I could look bigger. And so I could look bigger. Honestly, I also wore platform boots, but I was
So
like,
you could fill out your fucking suit.
Dude, I had a guy smack me with a foam pro bar, but that shit still hurt. And I was wearing armor, and he was just smacking the shit out of me.
Xylee. I just find it suspicious that an independent investigation is being held by people who are joining the war against TikTok. Do you find that suspicious, Xylee?
I mean, my job as an investigator is to be non-biased while I'm doing my job. That being
If Xylee
said,
went missing, the first person or the first place I would check is Rewind.
yeah.
I would check where you live at.
Yeah.
I would check the Rewind VC. I would check main chat. I would check the places that you hang out and you're involved in. Just
like,
because we're bringing 300 armed men with us doesn't mean we're not concerned.
Well, also
it means we're making sure we get to do our investigation unhindered.
If I have like a missing person from my country go missing in another country, I'm gonna throw all my resources at it, right? If I have a missing person from another country go missing in my country, I'm gonna throw all my resources at it, right? But when it comes time to defend my country, I'm gonna throw all my resources at it. All
We're
right?
throwing resources around like
The resources are
Michelangelo
being
throws
thrown
ass,
around.
baby.
Yeah.
At abandon, a little reckless, and with a lot of hot fire. And if we don't find Glammy in the burnt down town of TikTok, then we will continue the search.
I mean, yes. And this is basically like 9/11, right? Like, I will always remember where I was the day that Glammy went missing. Can I say that? Am I allowed to say that? It's the end of the stream. We can cut it out.
That sounded really suspicious. What do you mean? Wait a second. We still have 7 minutes. What do you mean you'll always remember Glammy?
Well, last night I stayed up a little later, all right? I was in a VC, and then I noticed that I believe it was Nightmare was on Tech Talk with CDROM, and I was like, where's Glammy? Remember we talked about it last night. I was like, where's Glammy? And you're like, I don't know. I guess she didn't show up. That was
Xylee said, oh, honey, you don't have the balls to suspect Rewind. We aren't part of this war. We just want to find Glammy. We are Sweden in this. Xylee, that's not what the fuck I said. I said if Xylee went missing, I would check where you are at to find you. I'm not saying that Rewind did anything wrong. I don't want to be implicated in some nonsense. That's not what I said. I did say, though, if you went missing, I'd try to come help find you. That's what Aussie does. We're here to fucking help find people. We've got a personal investigator as a co-host. This is an actual detective.
I'm an actual detective. I graduated the academy in 2003. I did traffic for about 10 years, and then I did another... Let me
She
do the
switched
math
to
real quick.
Switzerland. When she said Sweden, I was literally about to start Googling all the wars that Sweden's been a part of. And she switched it to Switzerland before I could get the information.
Yes, she was corrected because she was wrong.
She says, okay, fair enough,
is
my
my
bad,
number
I
one
concede.
suspect, actually, because Xylee was not on Glammy's side for a while there, and all of a sudden...
I just cleared all that up! What do you mean? Now you're making suspect?
Yeah, Xylee's on my suspect list. And she's throwing around the blame out of nowhere. In my opinion, if you smelt it, you dealt it.
That is
Ladies
an
and
old
gentlemen.
adage.
This case may be coming to a close sooner than you think.
I disavow. I disavow any Xylee hate.
This is
I feel like Xylee and Billy are Sweden/Switzerland, and they're trying to help find Glammy. And I think that through our war efforts, we are going to help uncover Glammy. I don't think in Rewind land is Glammy. Or Billy would have already said, hey, look, Glammy's here. She's safe. She's good. Back up or continue your war. But because nobody knows, it leads me to believe that the person speaking the least is the person that knows where Glammy is. And that CD-ROM.
No, we know
who
it's
didn't even
CD-ROM.
want to help
I just
me
had
set
to
up his
accuse.
redirect.
I had to accuse Xylee just because she accused me, but we know it's CD-ROM. Why? Okay, for when he ate a child with progeria, allegedly. All right, that's already suspicious on its own.
Wait,
right.
why did you change tones after what Xylee said?
What do you
Xylee
mean?
said,
Xylee
okay,
didn't say
great.
anything.
You gonna suspect Billy too? We know what you did, Twiggy, ... And
I
then
didn't
you
see that.
said,
I didn't see
you
that.
didn't see that.
I didn't see that. I'm just a humble officer of justice.
I don't know what's going on, chat. I'm starting to get suspicious.
Officer of justice. All
I'm
right.
starting to think that maybe I got my armor on
Hold
for
up.
the wrong reason.
They're
What's
saying
happening?
Twiggy has 4 bodies under his house allegedly. You know what? I'll make a deal with you. Okay, it's 3:56. If we get 2 more 20s before the end of the stream, the next stream I will crawl under my house. Easy deal. I will crawl under my house and show you there's no bodies under there.
Zeepish, thank you for the $2. I think Glammy just forgot that she's on a show.
No, Glammy would never miss an
Zeepish-
episode ever.
Glammy would never miss an
Out of
episode
character
without
for her.
letting somebody know.
It doesn't fit her MO.
You saw, even when Glammy had her fucking giant breakdown, the one where Xylee had to get up there and calm her down at the end of it, like, she did not want to stream that night. I'm pretty sure they said it took 2 hours to even get her to go live. So even when she's down, and is about as down as she is, she still wants to fucking stream. So I don't think that she forgot that she's on a show.
No, she would never. This means the world to her. This is her everything. Also, Xylee says, didn't sound like it was humble what you were doing in the Rewind VC, LMFAO. There's a story there, okay? People were asking why Glammy crashed out so hard on me when I accused her of being evil without any proof or evidence, right? So I gave them the backstory. I told them what happened between Glammy and I on the gaming channel because I came giving advice. I told Glammy that at the end of the month I would be stepping away and going back to working the job that I'm working currently as a detective and or as a mechanic really, but it's undercover as a detective. But and then Glammy didn't care and she tried to get me removed by Keem even though I literally told her I was going away. Wild for the win for $20. Easy deal. Lego. We must find Glammy.
Xylee said getting awfully defensive, Twiggy.
Oh, she said
And
getting awful defensive because she can't even grammar, okay?
I was helping. Okay. Okay. The hat flick. Fucking critical. She says getting awfully defensive, Mr. Twiggy. And I why didn't I know about the Rewind VC stuff?
I've literally told you about the beef between Glammy and I. At one point, Glammy was literally saying that I was trying to get her fired from her whole like thing on the gaming channel, and I was not.
Oh,
I
in the
wanted to see
past.
Glammy successful on the gaming channel. Yes.
You did tell me that. Xylee,
has also
did tell
heard
me
all
some
of
of
this
that.
from my mouth personally, so she knows exactly what I'm talking about because I've talked to her about it too.
So that would be called a motive.
No, it's actually not a motive because even after that I said I want to see Glammy successful. I just don't like the way that she's been saying that everybody's out to get her because at one point, if every time you're on a show and you've already been on multiple shows, right? And every time somebody's out to get you and everybody's always against you, eventually deductive reasoning will lead you to conclude that you might be the problem.
I think we have less than a minute, by the way.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, I will get down to the bottom of this. Michelangelo, any last words?
We will find
Spit it out,
Glammy,
come on.
or the short bus will take over Tech Talk.
Thank you, Michelangelo. I'm not kicking you out because you have stuff against me. I love you. The case will be concluded. I will get down to the bottom of this. I did not become a detective to hide and attention away from me being guilty.
Show up tomorrow on
take it away.
Lolcow Aussie, where I grill the fuck out of Twiggy to get down to the bottom of where the fuck Glammy Lammy is.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that, go check out Lolcow Tech Talk, a show that we are big supporters of and that we love, and we would never do anything to sabotage. Look, we're just trying to defend our country, okay? That's all, okay? Look, I'm going to start ranting, but we're just... Ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a great one. Goodbye.
Good night, everyone. Why are you grinning then, Twiggy?
$301, baby.